Rachel Zegler once again has found herself in the middle of a massive controversy. Disney's Snow White actress for their new live-action remake, which releases in March, over the past 2 years, has found herself at the center of a wave of backlash time after time after time. And it's always been of her own making. She's the one who's doing this. She's the one who's going out there and insulting the original animated movie. She's the one out there making highly divisive political statements. And once again, in the aftermath of Trump's election, she did just that. Not only did she break down and melt down over Donald Trump, but she also went after and attacked specifically Trump supporters and Trump voters. You know, over half of her potential audience. Well, that didn't sit very well with Disney. She was essentially forced to put out an apology that, quite frankly, didn't go over all that well because no one felt like it was actually genuine. So wouldn't you know that after all that, after being in the news in this way for this major controversy once again, you start to have rumors popping up that maybe Rachel Zegler's being looked at for a different franchise that's also part of Disney. Snow White and Shazam! Fury of the Gods star Rachel Zegler is reportedly being eyed for an MCU role. Yes. Of course, these are now the reports that are out there. Now, I should very much say that this comes from a scooper who, scoopers are notoriously unreliable. We'll just put it at that. And hey, guess what? If I take someone who's highly involved in a very controversial moment and I say, hey guys, she's being considered for this role, what are you going to do? If she happens to get a role, you're like, oh, I told you guys. If she doesn't get a role, even if she was never in consideration for one, it's like, well, you know, I guess they just couldn't handle the backlash. It's pretty good for you if you're a scooper and don't actually need to prove that you're right about anything. But here it is. Marvel Studios wants Rachel Zegler for a role. Which role do you think she should play from My Time to Shine? Hello? Obviously, this went exactly the way you would expect. Virtually every single person in the comments saying, none. She shouldn't be there. We don't want her. Have you learned nothing, Disney? No thanks. Culture Casino says, citizen number one in an opening disaster scene as an asteroid strike incinerates her village. A lot of people just laughing at this. She should play absolutely nothing. Uncle Ben says Endymion. Nothing. I do not want to see her in a Marvel Studios role. An extra that gets killed off in the first 5 minutes. Someone didn't get the memo at the massive culture shift that's happening. And as I stated in the beginning, the validity of this rumor, I definitely put into question. But if it were to happen, what a retarded decision. What a stupid thing to do. This is someone who nearly single-handedly has already tanked this movie before it ever even came out. Now, with what we've witnessed recently for these Disney live-action remakes, whether it's something like Little Mermaid, whether it's something like Snow White, there's a lot of stuff working against them in general. People are tired of this shit. People are tired of these soulless, hollow remakes of these animated classics that they absolutely love, whether it was when they were growing up, whether it's when their kids were growing up. You know, whenever that is, people are tired. People don't want this anymore. People are calling it out for the bullshit that it is. The Little Mermaid lost a fuck ton of money, and that was without some of the highly charged, controversial statements coming from the lead actress herself. Rachel Zegler is a landmine. There is no one who should get anywhere close to her with her reputation right now. And when this thing comes out, you're really going to see just how bad it is. Of course, this trailer, 1.3 million dislikes to less than 100,000 likes. That should indicate something, certainly. And there's rumors that they may release another trailer sooner or later. I guess we'll see. Maybe that'll actually happen this week. Maybe not. Again, scoopers are scoopers, so who knows whether that will actually happen. But there can be no doubt that Rachel Zegler has become one of the most despised woke actresses in Hollywood. And that's saying something. Very quickly, she did this by, her comments that are just completely and totally out of touch. An entitled, spoiled brat who attacks Trump supporters, who doesn't want their business. If you voted for Trump, I don't need your business. I don't think that's something that Disney wants her to say, which is why she was forced to apologize. And just the very idea that Marvel might be considering her. That would be so completely and totally out of touch. But this is Hollywood. This is a studio that's made very bad decisions in the past. However, I don't know if there's too much validity in this specific rumor. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.